Hello again, you extraordinary subscribers. Welcome back, everybody, to the Hemingway Land YouTube channel. So many things to discuss this week, guys. So many topics on my mind, grapes, announcement type things for the business, questions that I have for you fine people, things I would like to open up to the floor, see what people say in the comments section, so on and so forth. I, however, will be speaking about none of those things tonight, none of them, because at the moment I am crunched for time when I am recording this video. Number one. Number two, people. Frankly, I think, if we're being honest, how many of you really want to listen to me complain about things? Probably not that many. Probably not that many. I don't know. Maybe there's a big audience for listening to Hemingway complain about things. Leave a comment if you'd like to hear more complaining, because I'm really good at it. Whatever the case, guys, we always have time for our fantastic buyers. Take it away, video editor. Special thanks to all our valued customers. So, the special thanks we're going to cover this week, guys, it is a paltry list of people. And you may listen to this list and think, oh my God, Hemingway, what are you, going out of business? You're not selling anything. In fact, no, guys, everything right now is closing through title companies. So, we have a few properties we have sold over the last 2 weeks, and then a bunch of big ones that are, tied up in title and escrow. So, starting off in Valencia County, special thanks to returning customers Jeff, Joe, and Lisa. Jeff, Joe, and Lisa, who bought some land from us out there, as well as Benny. Benny, of course, is one of the Hemingway Land All-Stars. Picked up that $10,000 property that we had out in West Berlin Palisades. Sounds fancy, not that fancy. Whatever the case, special thanks to them. Up in Taos County, sold some land to Paul, Javid, James, and James. Two people, both named James. One bought one property, one bought two. So special thanks to all the Jameses and all the buyers from these past 2 weeks. In addition, guys, properties working their way through escrow include land out in Huerfano County, or Huerfano if you prefer. People in the county, they pronounce it both ways, so I have no idea how it's supposed to be pronounced. As well as Socorro and McKinley County, and guys, in Hawaii. We sold some land in Hawaii. And I know you're probably thinking, hey, Hemingway, you've only got one listing in Hawaii, and it's not marked pending. Yeah, no, I know, guys. But we've got some properties that are listed out there with realtors that we couldn't get photographed because I can't find a reliable photographer in the entire, we won't say state, we'll say island. I can't find a reliable photographer out there. And thus, we have to throw it over to realtors, and they go out and take a picture of it with a camera from 1980, and they call it a day. And somehow, shockingly, those things sell. Whatever the case, one of those tied up in escrow along with the other three properties, blah, blah, blah. With all that said, guys, let's get to this week's new property. So going live on the website today, we have one new property in a region we have had a lot of listings in the past. This one, however, is not the usual type of property that we list. It is well outside the norm of what we list, but when this one came across my desk, I was pleasantly surprised by it and thought it was worth taking a shot on. And even if this is not the property for you, I think you guys will at least agree that this one has a lot of charm, has a lot to offer. So, this one is located in the southwest part of the state in Huerfano County, and it is this one right here, 0.29 acres or 1/3 of 1 acre, priced at $12,000. And I realize some of you are thinking, oh my God, Hemingway, I'm not going to spend $12,000 on 1/3 of an acre of land. For that kind of money, I want at least 1 million acres of land. I know, guys, but bear with me on this. You're going to like it, I promise. Here we go. Do the math. So first off, this property is located in this quaint residential community you see here. This community is called Spanish Peaks Village, and as you can see from the photos, there's some small country homes here, and the entire region has well-maintained roads, residential power lines, underground telecom, and all the homes are serviced by a local community water system, meaning that you will not have to drill a well. More to the point, subject property is located here at the end of Trinchera Court, meaning that yes, it is a cul-de-sac lot providing extra privacy. Additionally, guys, if we go to the parcel map, you'll see that this property is not only located at the end of the road, but also at the end of the subdivision, and backs up to 100+ acres of private land. And whenever you hear 100+ acres of private land, that usually means a landowner who had his property fenced, and this one is no exception. And this is all my way of saying that because you share a boundary with the private land, the western boundary, you also get some free fencing, helping to better define your property boundaries and thus, perhaps, preclude the need for an expensive survey. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, hey, Hemingway, this all sounds good, but what's so amazing about all this? Well, get ready, people, because if we go back to the map here and zoom out ever so slightly, you will see not one, not two, but rather 3 lakes, all in walking distance of the land. Or, if you're lazy, take a golf cart drive over, whatever. Point being, mere moments from the property, you have 3 bodies of water. The Walsenburg Reservoir down here, just across the highway, and the Martin Horseshoe Lakes, which are part of Lathrop State Park. And what is there to do in Lathrop State Park? Park your car, walk around, die of boredom? Nay, in fact, unlike most parks, quite a lot to do. So, Lathrop, as we have covered in previous videos, is home to over 1,400 acres of campsites, equestrian trails, picnic areas, RV spots. You got the duck ponds, the bird watching areas, playgrounds, hunting areas, places where you can snowmobile, hike, ride your bike, and oh, by the way, guys, 2 giant lakes. And what can you do out here? Boat, fish, jet ski, underwater karate, whatever people are doing in water these days, you can do out here. Point being, it's a phenomenal attraction. People come from all over Colorado to visit this region, and it will be your new backyard if you buy this land. Now, if we go back to the map for a second here, you will see that just further on up the road along Highway 160, we also have the town of Walsenburg. And this, of course, is relevant because it means you are within easy driving distance of a lot of important things, including groceries and supplies, hardware stores, which will come in handy when you start to develop the property, and, of course, medical services in the Spanish Peaks Regional Health Center, not to mention schools, churches, restaurants, so on and the like. So, as you can see, a lot to like about this land, from the quaint little community it sits in, the utilities available in the region, which should make it easier and more affordable to develop the land, as well as, of course, the benefits of having a lot like this, with the kind of extra privacy it affords you, not to mention the nearby towns and attractions, and all of this, guys, all of it, situated in the shadows of southern Colorado's iconic Spanish Peaks. With all that said, going live on the website next week, we are back in New Mexico with a bunch of new listings. Somewhere, someplace, we'll maintain an air of mystery and simply tell you to tune in next week to learn where things are starting to make their way out of escrow, and you're starting to see the fruits of the aggressive purchasing I was mentioning about 2 months back. Look forward to that. Until such a time, guys, have a great 7 days, and we will see you back here in next week's video.